how to slide into the DMs the right way. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to slide into the DMs the right way. But before we get into this video, please leave a like on it and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if there is a topic that you'd like me to discuss in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. Also leave down in the comments any tips and advice that you have yourself. So the first thing that you need to do before you message this person, before you slide into the DMs, the common phrase used these days, then first you need to get your mindset right. You need to get your mindset in check before you do anything. And the right mindset to have is non-attachment. So you're not attached to the outcome. So this means getting into the right headspace where if you get a response, that's cool. But if you also don't get a response, or you don't get the response you want, that is also fine as well. That's also cool. So that's the mindset that you need to get yourself into before you do this. You need to practice not being so attached to what this person is going to say, because if you allow your happiness to be dependent on someone else, then you are not in control of your life. So you need to make sure that you have your headspace right first before you do this. So first of all, if this is someone you don't know, so this might be someone from like a dating app who you've just met, so how do you kind of talk to someone who you've not really spoken to before? So the first thing that you do obviously is create some rapport. So my story is because I met my wife on a social media, I met my wife on a dating app, and I met her on Tinder. And the first message after we'd matched that I said was, "Oh, I think you've got a really nice name." I said something about her name, I complimented her name. And then she complimented my name back, or something like that happened. And then there was like a few little exchanges, like, "So how are you doing?" That kind of stuff. And then after those, 3 or 4 messages back and forth, I asked for her Facebook details. So I added her. And the reason why it's good to ask for the social media details is because they can then check if you're a catfish, and you can also check if this person is a catfish. Because usually you can tell by the profiles that people make on social media whether or not this is a genuine person or not. Because, usually if someone is genuine, then they've probably been tagged in stuff by their friends and family. And if they don't have those things, it's more of an indication that this person might not be who they say they are. I mean, there's always a chance that they are who they say they are. And it's probably more likely than not that they are who they say they are. But it's always good to have but it's always good to be kind of a bit cautious around people that don't have too much on their social media pages, like if they've only got like one photo and they're not tagged in anything. After I added her on Facebook, I then sent her a message on Facebook, and basically within those messages on Facebook, I asked if she would like to go out on a date, and that's how I arranged the first date with my wife, my now wife. So something else as well is that all of this happened within the same evening, right? All of this happened within the same kind of interaction. As soon as we matched, I sent her a message, and within a few hours, we were already arranged to go out on a date. So don't wait around. Get to the point. Get to the point. If you like this person and you think they're attractive, then get to the point. Ask to meet up with them. Ask when they're available to do so, and then come up with some concrete plans and set that concrete date. And if they say to you that they're not interested, or they're not interested in dating right now or anything like that, then just tell them that if they ever want to, go out with you, that they have your contact details and to get in contact with you if they decide that they would like to. So don't close your doors on people, because they may want to come back in the future. So it's always good to have that little window open to let them know that it's okay, that they don't want to go out with you right now, but if they ever change their mind about it, then they can contact you. So what about if this is someone who what if this is someone that you work with, or you've known for a long time, or perhaps this might be someone that you've put in the friend zone? So if you've known this person for a long time, and you're trying to slide into their DMs to try and make something happen with them, then you obviously need to go about it a bit different than the suggestion I just said about if this is someone you've just met on a dating site or someone you don't know. So obviously it's good to address the kind of like the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is that this might be coming out of the blue. This might seem a bit random to the person that you're asking out, right? So you have to address that. You have to say to them, "Oh, you know, this might be a bit random because I know we've known each other for a long time, we've been friends for a while, or this might sound random because we've kind of known each other for a few months, you know, whatever it may be, or because we work together, this might sound a bit awkward. You know, so address that. So once you've said, hey, this might sound a bit random, or this might sound a bit out of the blue, but I actually think you're really cute. I'd like to go out for a drink with you. When are you available? And then see what they say. And then what you have to do then is you have to wait. You have to refrain yourself from saying anything more and allow them to respond. Because they might know immediately that they want to go out with you. Or they might immediately know that they don't want to go out with you and give you kind of like an instant response within the first 24 hours. But some people might get that message and want time to think about it and stew over it. So when you send that message, make sure you give them time to respond. Don't send them another message afterwards if they haven't responded to that one. Give them time to respond. And it may be the case that they may never respond to you. And if that's the case, then obviously this is someone who has a really low interest in you, and you should no longer bother with that person. But if they are interested in you, or they're thinking about it, then eventually they will contact you and say, hey, yeah, that sounds really good. And they'll give you times when they're available. Or if they don't like you, they will basically say no, thank you. Or they may come up with some kind of excuse. They may come up with like a bit of a flaky response, like, I'm not really looking to date right now. I'm not really sure where I am at this moment in my life. You know, that's basically their nice way of saying no to you. And if they give you any kind of response like that, if they don't give you specifically when they're available to meet up with you, basically, then you just need to say to them what I suggested you say to someone who you don't know, right? And that is, oh, that's fine. You know, just let me know if you change your mind about it. You have my contact details, so just get in touch if you decide that you would like to. And then if you've extended that, and then you obviously then don't contact them again. You need to give them that time to get back to you if they want to. So it's really important that you do that. It's really important that once you've said to someone, oh, just let me know about something, to not go back on that. Because if you go back on it, then you're going to come across as weak and needy, and like you can't control yourself, because even if you've like left it a week or even 2 weeks before you message them again, you have to give them that time to come back into your life if they want to. But if they've said no to you in that way, no matter if it's a firm no or a flaky no, then you need to walk away from that person. You need to say to them, it's okay if you want to come back. If you decide that you change your mind about it, then let me know. But once you've done that, you have to walk away completely and wait for them to come back. Because if you don't, you're just going to come across as needy. And if they agree to going out with you, then all you need to do then is just set up a date with them. Just say, hey, that's really good. You know, obviously ask when they're available, and they'll tell you when they're available, and then pick one of those days where you're also available that matches with what they've said. How about we meet at this day, at this time, at this place? And then they'll probably agree to that, and then that's great, you've set up a date. And that's how you slide into the DMs properly. If you would like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. On the shop page of that website, you'll be able to find a free dating and relationship PDF. If you do get it and you read it and you've got some critiques, or you feel like there's something I missed out that you'd like me to put in there, then please let me know so I can make it the best product possible for those people that want it. Thank you so much, guys, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.